Right, we are inside the Phantom Drophead Coupe, and the first thing you notice is that the roof is all fully leather lined, and it doesn't feel like you're sitting inside a convertible. Today we are at Hanwells in Ealing. Let's go inside and check it out. So we're here on a Saturday, and it's a really cold day today. It's mid-March, and you know, we've had some really good weather recently, but right now it's really cold, so I'm glad to be inside the showroom. So as I mentioned, today we're at Hanwells, which is a showroom in West Ealing, in Ealing, which is in West London. And Hanwells specialise in Rolls Royce and Bentley motor cars, and they have done since 1975, so they've been in business for 44 years now. And I was here a couple of years ago looking at a Bentley Arnage T, and I came to this showroom. They had two here, and then I said, oh well, you know, it's not quite the right spec. So he said, don't worry, we've got some more, and we jumped into a Silver Shadow 2 to go down to their other facility, and had a look at a couple more over there. So they've always got a great selection of vehicles, and I will always remember that driving the Shadow 2. But we're here to see one car only, and that car is the Rolls Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe. Let's check it out. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Rolls Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe, and it's called a coupe, but as you can see, it is a convertible. But absolutely beautiful car, huge car. Everybody knows the Phantom four-door car. That's the one that's been the most popular one. But the convertible and the coupe itself have been really the ones that have been my favourite. So this particular car is a 2008 Phantom. It's finished in Metropolitan Blue Metallic, and it has a silver satin bonnet and hood. And just look at that, that is absolutely beautiful. I really love it, you know, this particular finish. It's really quite special. The interior is a light cream interior with navy blue secondary hide, and it has the navy blue carpets as well, which is really quite special. It's fitted also with a teak deck, which is quite fitting actually, because I was just talking to them over here and I was just saying this is quite a land yacht, and obviously with the teak deck straight out of a yacht itself, I mean, that is just absolutely stunning and very unique. As you can see, the interior itself, I mean, this is really what I love about Rolls Royce. If you look at the interior, it's very simple, you know, no sort of modern gadgets or anything like that. But that's not to say it doesn't have them, because what it does have is all the modernities as well. So behind that clock is a camera screen and a TV as well. And it also has a DAB radio tuner as well. So, you know, it has everything that you need, but it's all just hidden away to give it that more classic look and feel. This particular car has only 8,600 miles and 2 owners from new. And as you can see, it's pretty much like new. I mean, even though it's got a very light coloured interior, it's got very little wear on it at all. Just looking at the exterior, I mean, you can see it's got the reversing camera there, the parking sensors all round, but all in all, in such a great condition. You know, the stainless steel is glistening, the brush steel looks immaculate, the alloy wheels and the tyres, they just look so huge really. I mean, it's such a big car. Drophead Coupe, and also on the coupe itself, different lights to the Phantom 4-door, but absolutely beautiful. It makes it much more modern and really timeless. And of course, the Rolls Royce badge and the Spirit of Ecstasy. So let's check out the interior. And of course, the mandatory look at the umbrellas. These are actually quite expensive. I mean, I've seen these on eBay and other places like that, and they go for quite a lot of money. So let's first of all have a look at the rear of the car. I mean, the rear, it looks like it hasn't even been sat in, to be honest with you. I mean, it's in such great condition. But let's jump into the inside and have a look. Now the thing I love about the Rolls Royce is everything is just hidden away. You don't need to have everything on display, which seems to be such a thing with cars nowadays. They just have all these buttons and everything out there, whereas with this, you know, you have your basic heating controls here, you have your basic radio controls, but everything else is just hidden away. You don't need these on display. You can have these tucked away and you can just focus on the driving. So here we're just going to see the roof go up as well. Might look like a standard roof, but really it's of Rolls Royce quality. I mean, the soundproofing in these are fantastic. Right, we are inside the Phantom Drophead Coupe, and we've actually put the roof up just because acoustically it's so much better. And the first thing you notice is that the roof is all fully leather lined, and it doesn't feel like you're sitting inside a convertible. With the roof up, it feels like a coupe, just simply because the interior is just so well done. And you know, that's what makes Rolls Royce feel special. And then you look around and you notice that every surface is covered in leather or wood or chrome, and it's really it's a really special place to sit. And you know, you can see why, you know, a car like this has only done 8,000 odd miles, and you can see why it's done so few miles, because it is such a special place, you know, to be. But then you kind of think to yourself, you know, what would it be like to use this on a day-to-day basis? I mean, parking this thing would just be a nightmare. You couldn't do the supermarket runs and things like that. But you know, just to be in this car on a day-to-day basis, it's so special. And everywhere you sort of look, the chrome, the wood, the leather, absolutely beautiful car. So that is the Phantom Drophead Coupe. Beautiful car, very rare. I mean, you know, it's obviously the four-door saloons, the short wheelbase and the long wheelbase were sold in much greater numbers. So seeing one of these, and it's only when you really see these up and close that you realise just how large these are. These are really big cars. Huge bonnet at the front, Spirits of Ecstasy, which tops it all off, which is really helpful when judging the distance on the car, to be honest with you. But what's really special is we've got the modern Rolls Royce convertible here, and we have the classic parked right next to it. This is a Corniche, and I would guess that this is probably, I'd say in the 90s. It's one of the later cars, but you look at the interiors of these, and in fact, if you look at the interior, I mean, there's a lot more buttons on display than there is in the modern ones. So I think that Rolls-Royce now have really got that right, you know, to tuck away all the buttons and things like that. But beautiful car. The interior of this one, again, in such great condition. It's probably done a few more miles, so it's done 14,000 miles, this car from new. Right-hand drive, so probably a UK car originally. And yeah, so this is a Corniche 3, as you can see, and you know, it's such a beautiful car. It's a timeless classic, beautiful lines. I mean, I love the way that the bodywork just comes up and down. You know, absolutely stunning. This is the Arnage T, which is really a personal favourite of mine, with a silver serif, I believe, which is based on the same chassis as the Arnage T, but the much rarer Rolls-Royce version. Oh dear, this is the car that I want. This is the one of the later model Arnage Ts. It's got the raised emblem at the front, and the later wheels as well. The Mulliner edition, so the interior of this car. Oh, I'm going to have a look at this, because I do love these cars. These are really special, everything about this. So this is, as you can see from the gearbox, if you're Bentley Arnage T-fan, you'll see that this is what's called a T500. It has the larger 500 brake horsepower engine, huge amounts of torque, really special. And the rear of the car as well, just such a special place to be in this car. And yes, another Arnage, which is an Arnage R, less sporty, more luxurious interior, and you know, things like the rear picnic tables. This one has actually been spec'd quite well. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. I mean, there's no two ways about it. That is beautiful. I mentioned that this one is quite well spec'd. I mean, as you can see, it has the picnic tables, which the other car didn't have. It also has the rear vanity mirrors. Now, the Arnage T that we saw a moment ago has the rear vanity mirrors as well. But as you can see, this actually has a rim round it as well, which is and it's finished in two different shades of wood, as are the door sill, the door caps, and the whole of the interior is finished in the same way. And also, this has the Bentley badges in the wood itself, which is quite rare. Well, thanks very much for joining us here at Hanwells in Ealing. Next week we're in a different place, in a different car, but again with the latest stories. Subscribe and join the tribe.